I love that conversation I just had. Like, if Kevin goes, like, Glenn will be my number one, even though I don't know if I'm gonna be his number one, but he'll be my number one. Um, and I think like I, he might make me his number one because the thing is like everybody can see that like I'm just kind of like by myself in the game. Um, so I mean it's good for me and it's bad for me. It's gonna work for and against me. My influence right now is like this big, and I like not very big. Like it's a really small circle of zero people. But I, I'll figure that out later. Like I can figure that out later. Like at jury, I can like win comps and stuff and change that around. But as long as I have people who are like pretty much that whole like alliance, the skinny coat alliance. If somebody was to be like, which I don't think any of them would, but if someone was to be like, I'm thinking about nominating sex, I do think that like people would try to like guide them in another direction. So that's gonna be good. That can get dangerous for me, but I don't think it'll be dangerous right now. I think I'm okay right now. Okay, I'll just answer the DR questions first. How do you feel about Amelia's nominees? Who would you prefer to leave out of the two and why? She told me beforehand, and like I had to go along with it. Like there was nothing I could like. I there was no way I was gonna try to guide her away from Kevin, because like of course I would rather it be like Celeste on the block. But if I tried, she would distrust me immediately. Like you saw the conversation last night. Yeah, but you saw the conversation last night where she was like, "I know there's tea. I'm not stupid. Like, I know they're not telling me stuff." And like, she was ranting to me about like the fact that other people weren't telling her stuff. But still, I like, um, if I was to try to protect Kevin in any way, she would become suspicious of me immediately. And it's just like I can't lose Amelia as an ally. Like, not this early. Like, because in this house she has a lot of friends. She has so much power. Like in season 4, she had Tessa and Alex like right off the bat, and she managed to get she pulls them in quick. It's crazy. She pulls people in so quickly. But I can't like I can't be on like the other side of like I can't like have people coming after me. Like I just can't. And so like I had to just let her do what she was gonna do. And, and like even still, if Kevin goes, I look that much more alone. Like it's so much it's better for me that way. I hate that, but like it's gonna be better for me. Um if Larry stays, I really need to like and I think he probably will. I don't know how I see Kevin staying this week because like even though I told Glenn that we if he wants to keep Kevin, we need his influence. I think it's fine if Kevin goes. Like it just needs to happen. I have to lose like Celeste or Kevin. One of them has to go this week because I can't have that target on my back of playing with somebody a second or third time or whatever and having that previous relationship because I was close with them. I just can't have that. And like Celeste, it's horrible. Oh my God, that social game. Like I have never in my life seen a worse social game than that. And I've spectated Whoopi, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but like, I have never seen a worse social. It's just like, it's insane. And it's like, if I were to win an HOH, would I put her ass up? I yes, because like, and it's like she's so fake. Okay, this is supposed to be like this is supposed to be like drag Celeste hour. Okay, but yeah, that's how I feel about those nominees. I was supposed to say, I need to heal with Larry because he's gonna be very like important for later on in the game, and he does that thing where he might not talk to people a lot, but he manages to slip by and get to the end, and then he'll start winning comps or something and get to the end. So I really do need to like heal with him because he'll be important for me, which is like I don't have to heal with Blake, thankfully. Like I just met this person and I'm glad that I somehow managed to start making a connection with Blake because he too is gonna be like a really like key player for me later on in the game because like these skinny cold people, as long as like people in that alliance don't tell me about the fact that the alliance exists, I can't trust you. So that way I know right now from that alliance, the only people that I can like really, really trust are Vlen and to some extent Gly, because at least Gly hints about it. Okay. Okay. Next question. If someone takes themselves off the block, who do you hope to see the replacement is, and who do you want out? Celeste. Okay, now I can drag Celeste. The social is terrible. I'm sorry, but it is. Literally, I go. Let's talk about. Didn't I literally say? Let me look at the one to one. I go, "Okay, um," I go, "I feel like we might as well address the elephant in the room or it's gonna be weird." And then, like, we had talked about something before that, so Samantha, like, sent something and she's like, yeah, so Sam said something and then, like, Celeste literally ignores what I said and she's like, "We're paranoid as usual," and it's like, you're not gonna talk about what I just said?" Like, and, like, I just can't, and I know she knows that, like, I'm not being how I usually am. Like in the when we have conversations now, like I know she can tell, and she's always gonna read ulterior motives into what I do. I can't stand that about her. Like I can't have a fucking conversation with her without her being like, "Why are you asking me that?" Like it's called a conversation, bitch. This is why your social is so bad. Like fuck. Yeah. So if she goes up as a replacement nominee, which I think if some by some miracle Kevin wins a veto, she'll probably go up, and I promise she's going home. Like I can't. If you happen to play Veto this week and win, what would you plan to do? I wouldn't win Veto. Y'all know I don't win comps this early. Please. What kind of question is that? Okay, I don't know what else to say. Like, this is just far too much. I feel now that this first round of nominations is over, I do feel a lot better about my like grip in the game. Um, so yeah. Any questions? Any questions? Same. Y'all are getting silent like that time chicken was in the voice chat. It's not funny. I better make sure I know all these fucking names. Okay, Michael, Amanda, Sam, Slimy, Sam, the other Sam, Dis, um, Zach, and Whisk.
Michael wants to know how your day was.
It was good aside from that, aside from like the stress of like this org. It was super good. Oh my god. My mom brought me Pringles. Isn't that like the nicest thing ever? I love her. Also, where are the twists? I swear to God, if like the twist for this season is like the All Star season is back to basics, I'm gonna scream.
This wants to let you know that she stands you, and Michael wants to know who do you want to trust that you're most paranoid about?
I think it's Amelia. Cause like I know that like, and I can tell that when I'm talking to her, like she's trying to feel me out and like I'm trying to feel her out, and I know she's always gonna have Ryan first, and I don't and then I think after that, honestly, I think it'll be like Liam or something. And so I know I'm not gonna be first or second on her like trust rankings, but I know that like I'm at least up there. Um but like she's always gonna like be trying to like get information out of me, and like the type of player I am, um it's a give and take for me. Like I'm not gonna give you stuff if like most importantly, like what I'm waiting for her to do is tell me about that majority alliance. And if she doesn't, I just know that I can't trust her for the long game because who knows what else she'll like keep from me. But yeah, but I do know that like what I might need to do is tell Amelia about that alliance between me, Joey, and Ryan, just because Ryan's in there. I'm sure that he's already told her. So they're not gonna have a game apart from each other, you know. So I probably do need to tell her about that, but I'm really paranoid about her. And let me look at the list of people. Um, like JP and Dilara, they're like a unit, but they are separate players, obviously. Dilara is lower on my trust ranking. She could get higher up. The issue, she just doesn't talk to me enough. But that's a two-person thing. Like obviously, like if I haven't like which I thought I have been putting effort in our conversations, but like it's hard to catch her sometimes. But I like her a lot, and I really want to work with her. So it's just like if I could talk to her more, and I think the my path to doing that is through JP, and I think JP is actually really interested in working with me. Because I wrote that earlier in my DR about like he's a little like gun shy about like um, playing the game, and the way he described his season two game, I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened, but I knew a little bit about his gameplay before that, and he kind of does nothing. Like I hate to say that, but he kind of does do nothing. So um and like he's like spectated me and hosted me a few times, and I know he really likes my gameplay, so I can and I'm not like I don't know. I think he thinks like if I have like some sneaky plans, I should probably include him on in them because um a lot of people know how I play where like I get my person and I will tell you everything. And so that's gonna be an issue for me because I can't like people who I'm not talking to or like telling them everything to, they're gonna be suspicious of me. Um but so basically what I'm saying is I'll just have to include JP and stuff so that way if I have JP, I know I have Delara. Um I want to trust Ryan. Like, I would love to work with him because, like, he seems like a cool person and, like, he's a Slater stan. So I'm like, yeah, you're cool. But, I can't, like, something about him, like, in my gut, I'm like, I can't trust you. Like, I know I can't trust you. And, like, the thing is, like, his drama with Glenn, like, I'm not having, like, I'm sorry, I have Glenn before anybody else. Like, because I trust him a lot, and Glenn knows how alone I am in this game, like, and how beneficial I would be for him, in his game. Like, he would be the Glenn is like I've been waiting to play with him forever because he's like the perfect player, like to combine with my social game, like with his competitions and stuff. Um, Robin and Marina, another duo. Marina already, I kind of feel like a level of friendship with her, so that's good. Like there's some kind of comfort with her. And like I don't know. But gameplay, I don't know. And Robin was saying that I was the first person to talk game with him. First of all, that is a fucking lie. And I know it is. I know it is. Period. Okay, I just know it is. I know it is. I know it. Because don't say that I'm the first person to talk game with you. It's completely not true. Um, but I I've hosted you 12 not 12 what am I saying? I've hosted you twice and I know how you play. You can't fool me like but yeah, I need him because like um where me and Kevin are social, Robin and Marina are competitions. So we're like two sides of a coin or something like that, whatever the saying is. And I really am gonna need them for later on in the game, despite how much I really don't want to work with them because their gameplay is extremely messy, but they will be very good for later on. Axel, Axel is like whatever. Like he's not gonna win competitions. Perfect. I love it, and I know I'm never gonna be number one on his list. That's fine with me. I somebody else is gonna take Axel out. If I win an HOH, I might be able to take Axel out myself at some point later on. And to be honest, like I'm not scared of like I'm not scared of Axel. If I like he did that whole thing in Crystal where he threw a fit at one point, but like I'm not scared of you. I will put you up and I will get your ass out. Larry, I gotta fix that. I have got to fix that relationship. It's so bad. I have got to fix it because I think he's gonna stay this week and I really need him in this game. And Larry, if I can get him this early, I'll just get him on voice chat at some point and like um I can like hopefully get him on my side. It's hard to know though. It's like really hard to know if Larry's on your like if Larry's actually on your side. But if this week like maybe like I can like we can talk about it and like talk about who we feel good about and I vote to keep him, he'll probably trust me at least a little bit. Blake, I love him. Yes. Okay. Okay. Listen, I was trashing him so much at first, like, cause he was like, he reminded me of Chicken, and I can't, well, I don't hate Chicken, but I can't deal with like just how Chicken talks, and just, and then like once I got out of the house and became a spec and all that, seeing just how like a Chicken's superiority complex and thinking he could beat me in the end, that was crazy. Like, come on. And so I was like, I'm not about to sit here and play with Chicken 2.0. Like, but Blake is actually really cool. Like, I like him. So I'm glad that we got to talk. And like, he'll be a great like he's gonna like help me later on in the game if I can manage to get him past a couple of weeks. Like, he'll be a great ally. I don't know if he's good at comps, but I don't need him targeting me. I need him targeting other people. So like, I really need to like build this connection up quick. Glenn, obviously, we know I love Glenn, and like he'll like if Kevin leaves, that's my number one. Joey, I love Joey. I know Joey's not gonna come after me just because Joey, from when we played BBUK, Joey just like likes me for some reason. I think it's just because like Joey thinks I'm funny, and so like he's not gonna go after me. He's making that alliance. He trusts me a lot. I think so. I think it's perfect because I have that alliance with him and Ryan, and I trust Joey a lot. Wait, Amelia, I feel the most paranoid about her despite loving her so much. Like, it's scary. I need her to like give me something. And she's HOH right now and she has power, so she has all the power. She doesn't need to give me anything, but I need for our relationship, like I need her to give me something so that I can trust her. But I don't know. Celeste, we know how I feel. Moving on. I'm sorry. It's so bad. I've never seen a social this bad ever. Oh wait, okay. I'm hosting this other org, and there's this player. It's worse. Yeah, no, Celeste is worse. Like, she's. I have never seen like somebody have a social this bad, like ever. Liam, I want to trust Liam a lot, but like Liam, I don't know what Liam's doing. Like, we've been talking about playing together for like a long time, and it's like now that we're playing together, I'm like, okay, what now? Like, it's weird, but I think like people are telling me that like he apparently is horrible at strategy, which I don't believe that. You've gotten third place in what, how many orgs? Even if it's not winning, you have to be somewhat good at strategy to get third place that many times. Like, there's something going on there. But I trust him for now. He's not gonna come after me. I'm not gonna come after him. Kevin, love Kevin, and Gly. I really wanted the Gly to be my number one, but Axel is there, so I'm not right now, no. But I don't know. Gly, I think, I don't know. I wanted to trust him, but he hasn't outright told me about that majority alliance, and like, I don't know. I need like stuff from him too. I need like him and Amelia to give me something for me to trust them. But yeah, that's how I feel.
How would you describe the dynamic, like for your season?
Season 4 is a mess. You mean like the people who like came back from my season? They're a mess. It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's like I'm the only one that like has at least decent relationships with each of them, but like all of them are kind of after each other. Like, Kevin doesn't like Celeste. I'm sure Celeste doesn't like Kevin from when like um so when she got eliminated or whatever, she was talking about like how Kevin was unwilling to talk to her or whatever, and she was like, she came into the jury. I remember her being like, he didn't want to talk to the girl, and I'm like, girl, don't come up in here talking about something he didn't want to talk to the girl, because didn't you just vote and evict every single other girl? Don't even come in here with that. Please. All of a sudden you want to pull that narrative, girl. Bye. But yeah, so I know Celeste probably still doesn't like Kevin for that reason. And Amelia doesn't like either one of them because they basically were the orchestrators of what happened during the double eviction. So I think I'm the only person with a good relationship with each of them. So they're going to cannibalize on each other like the first chance they get. And which is why they're helping with my like, oh, I'm all alone in the house narrative right now. So I truly do believe that if each one of them got HOH, they would nominate the other. So to be fair to Amelia, she's just striking first, which is completely fair for her. But our season looks like a fucking mess. But it helps because like, if it ever turns into like Battle of the Seasons, um, Yeah, season 4 is gonna be the least of the targets. I'm honestly, like, really glad though that, like, things are happening the way they are because I came into the season thinking and I knew I was coming into the season with, like, people were gonna perceive me one of 2 ways. I was either gonna be, like, a huge threat, just for, like, the game I played last time, or, or I was gonna be, like, people weren't gonna take me seriously, and unfortunately well, fortunately, I think it's better right now that people don't take me seriously, um, but yeah, they're not taking me seriously, which is bad for, like, my influence later on, but it's good for my short-term game right now, and there are things that can be done to, like, for me to gain influence, like, I wasn't running the house week 1, like, last time, like, whoever is, you know? Well, I actually kinda feel like Amelia is running things right now, but oh, Axel just sent me a message. Okay, sorry, push it top. People are gonna be, like, looking to me. I know, he's talking about me not being able to voice chat. It's horrible, it's the worst thing ever. But, people are gonna be looking like my vote is it's one vote, it doesn't really matter too much, but sometimes it can. But people are gonna be looking at, like, how I'm voting this cycle, and I don't know, I'm scared because people can take it so many different ways. It can be like, it can be like, oh, like, she'll turn on anyone, if they think that I'm close to Kevin, or it can be like, or it can be seen as, like, a good thing. I was like, okay, like, I can just blend back into the majority, which I hate to lose Kevin, but, like, if it has to be done, it has to be done. I can't, like, be sticking my neck out for you this early, and I'm so sorry about that.
If you could replace one of the cast members with someone else who's played previously, who would you choose?
There's like a few bitches in here I would replace. Like, girl, all these pairs, why did y'all do this? Y'all hate me, and y'all just sent me in here. Y'all decided, let's not have season 5. Let's not let Isaac play yet. Let's just send Sex in here by herself. Like, yeah, so I've been here without my duo, and all these other bitches are having their duo. So unfair, but still, I would replace a few of these bitches. Let me see exactly who I would replace. Number 1, I would replace Celeste because, why y'all even asked her is beyond me. I don't know why, but, I'd replace her. Who would I like, I'm surprised y'all, like, didn't, like, do a shot cast, like, because I thought, like, there's a few people from my season I thought would be, like, a good all-star game, but, like, come on, like, y'all cast her, and I know y'all are disappointed because her social is the exact same as it was last season, and I know y'all didn't like it last season, and, who would I put from my season? I would a guy played a good game. Let me think. A guy is probably number or Q. Okay, Q is actually like a really fun player. Like even I don't think he's like good at the game, but he's actually a really fun player. So I would do replace Celeste with either a guy or Q. Um, and like from these duos, like imagine I'll cast like so many of these duos, Axel and Axel and Gly or something else because they have probably the weakest bond of the duos. Um, so who's the other one? Amelia and Ryan. Obviously Ryan won, well Amelia didn't, but that's why I think probably even more reason to cast Amelia over Ryan and replace Ryan. I didn't see season one, so I have no idea who else would play. Um, but yeah. Um, who else is a duo? Marina and Robin. I probably, I think Ryan, not Ryan, Robin is the more interesting one to watch flame and burn, but Marina is the better player. I would probably bring back just one of them. I don't know which one. It's like I don't know, but replace them with somebody else in their season two. Their season, they didn't have a lot of great players. And then JP and Delara. Um, I probably wouldn't bring back JP from that one, but I am glad JP's here though.
If you could rank the duos in terms of who you would want to see be split up first, who and like which of the duo, like which half of the duo you want to see first.
Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, so Ryan and Amelia are targets number one. They need to be split up. I can't do that work, unfortunately. Somebody in the house is going to have to do it. I think Glenn is probably the only person who can do it at this point. Target um, justifiably target. Ryan, Dilara also sounds like she does not like him. I'm so glad. I'm gonna like. Can she like talk to me more because I want to work with her. But yeah, so I think like Ryan will go first, and obviously I have the better connection with Amelia, so yeah, he can go. Um, that's perfectly fine. I just don't need Amelia going crazy. Like that's what she does. She goes like she'll go crazy if something like that happens, and I don't need her like freaking out on me. But hopefully that'll bring her closer to me if he goes. But yeah, he needs to go like pre-jury. I'm sorry, I can't have him on the jury. Like I can't have him in this game like that much longer. And just also his attitude, I can't stand it. Um, he's never mean to me. He's never been mean to me so far, but still, I can't have that in the game. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. Like the negative attitude with other people, I don't like that. Like you catty meanness stuff. Like I don't know if you if you're gonna fight, get your fighting stuff over with, and then let's move it on. I'm not here for the like petty comments in the living room and such. Like what he said to Dilara, that was unnecessary. Um, who's the other duo? And then it's Guy and Axel are one, and then Robin and Marina, and then JP and Delara. Um, um, I would say that I want one of Robin and Marina to go, but I really need them because they're outsiders of that like skinny cult alliance. So yeah. So I would say next JP and Delara, but I also like really want them in the game because like Um, and I've been wanting to play with JP and Delara for a long time, but my connection isn't that good with Delara right now. So I would probably put them next and say for her to go over him. I hate that, but that can change. It's week one. Like I have time to have so many more conversations with her, and I'm super excited. I want to work with her so bad. As far as threats, they're really probably on the bottom of my list because I know they're not like big like strategists or anything like that, or like JP is, but then like he talks a big game and he doesn't do anything. Um, so yeah. The other one is what, and then there's like Lion. I talked about Robin and Marina, right? Yeah. Gly and Axel, they don't threaten me at all. Like, not at all. Maybe Gly later on, but for right now, neither one of them threatens me. Yeah. But I guess I would like to see Axel leave first because I have a better bond with Gly. There's weird, even though there's people I wouldn't consider to be duos. They have these weird like parachute alliances or whatever. Like Ryan and Amelia are a duo, but then Ryan has something separate with Joey, and I know this because I have the alliance with them. And so obviously, so now Ryan knows that like I have a somewhat good relationship with Joey because like they didn't ask me if I wanted to be in that alliance. That's how like comfortable they were adding me to that alliance. Which what am I gonna do? Get pissed off? Like Ryan is in good with Amelia, and Amelia is gonna put me up if I like pop off or something. Um, so that's kind of like a cluster right there. Like I think Joey will always be loyal to Ryan first, um, which is an issue to think about with nominations. That's an issue because like if it's like you leave Joey off the block and you put Amelia and Ryan up there, already Amelia and Ryan are comp. I see them as compies, and then it's like you have Joey, and if Joey gets pulled for the veto too, and like somehow they can work together and throw it to Joey, that's an issue. But I think you just like I'm not here to play scared. I'm not gonna fuck around and not put up both halves of the duo. Like I'm, if I were to nominate them, I would put both of them up. But I wouldn't nominate those ones, that specific duo, just because if I feel good with Amelia, I therefore have Ryan. So um, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I'm not even talking because I didn't have much to talk on. The dynamics in this house are weird because like Amelia and Ryan, and then so Amelia is close with Liam, and there's that to worry about. And would Liam use a veto on her this early? I have a feeling that Liam is less inclined to use a veto on Amelia than Joey is on Ryan. Um, so yeah, I think that like he could be talked out of that. Um, this is such an issue. I'm seeing all these things. I like somebody outside of that skinny club alliance needs to work one HOH. And I forgot to ask Lynn that if he told Marina and Robin about that alliance, which I'm like 95% sure he didn't, but he needs to. But he doesn't feel good about that relationship. This is so. This is a lot. I have a lot to do, and like I don't want to do all this. I have a lot to work to do in this house. And it's so great about these past relationships. I have a lot of places to hide. So right now, I think I'm really okay. Not nominated, but no influence. So yikes. I have like five fucking alliances. These all stars make alliances like there's no tomorrow. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, five. Okay, to be fair, I made one of those, but I like the Billy Willie stance, and I like one 800s later. And laryngitis is cool or whatever. Joey Ryan, them, y'all just put me in there. I'm never gonna be loyal to something like that. Oh my god, please! I can't deal with Larry. Hi guys, I just got to work. Like that's awkward.